Hello, welcome to the Forest Cancer. This reading is for anyone drawn to these beautiful water energies. I'll be asking your guides to illuminate your journey in love and life, plus I'll be seeking out the energy around you in love. Our reading is released almost daily, so to get notified, please subscribe and tap the bell if this resonates. Right now, I'm going to be starting off with these really lovely, bright, colorful oracle cards, and then I'll also be finding out what animal spirit is in the woods for you today. And then later on in the journey, we'll also be discovering what spirit animal is in the woods, energy and love around you, and what they're doing. Sorry, these videos have been a little late. I've been a bit under the weather, so they might be a little bit sporadic this week, but I'm going to try to get as many done as I can. Put out what I can when I can. So thanks for your patience. Let's see what we have for you today. Ooh, Cancer, you get intuition. That is really lovely. This is you trusting in yourself and what you feel in your soul. You know, this is you going towards your dreams. Trusting, maybe even you've been trying to do, crown chakra work, maybe even heart chakra, or something like that, like I just get this feeling of like I feel this passionate pull towards something, and I feel like it's not something new. I feel like it's something that has been in you for a really long time, and it's just kind of starting to sprout and grow, and you're hearing this call and you're like, I know this, I felt this, like what is this, and I feel like that's kind of just the mode that you are in right now. Wow. All right, so we'll see what else we have here for a spirit animal for you. I love that for y'all. And I really like how in the background of that one there was, that city that looked like it was underwater. Because to me, it's like, that water energy, that Cancer energy, like that chariot energy. Like, I'm going to move toward this. All right. And your spirit animal this week is the hawk. Talk about moving. Hawks are freaking fast. When they see something and they want to go for it, they go for it. I get a lot of fire energy out of this one too. That little bit of Aries drive where you're like, I see something, I'm gonna head toward it. And the Hawks are also, they're also air energy, so they're also about thoughts and messages. Maybe you're thinking like it's about time to reconnect, possibly in some areas, maybe with some people, or like I was saying, some other energies here that you might be feeling drawn towards. But anyway, yeah, like I said, it could also be messages. So it might even just be, maybe you're receiving messages, or, maybe even from your spirit animals, from your guides, that kind of a thing, with you trusting your intuition there. Very nice. All right. So let's see what the crows have to say about where you are in your journey. And I do apologize if I have to pause it here and there, but we'll see. Ooh. So for where you are right now, we have the 8 of Air, the 10 of Water, and the Queen of Water. Ooh. So there's something that you are feeling, that you feel very connected to here, but you're up in your thoughts about it, and you're not quite letting yourself do anything about it, perhaps, at the moment. It's not to say you don't feel this, but there are some doubts there, and it looks like it might be a little bit on your side about the situation. So we'll keep going here. Keep going with the crows, and then we have the angels here to clarify. You know what? I saw this on the bottom of the deck, and I'm just gonna pull it out because I saw it, and I hate like seeing them and not doing it. So I'm like, I saw you. There's a reason. So we have the star at the bottom of the deck. Healing. Finding your inner guide again. Finding that inner you. Interesting. Yeah, it could be that you're doing some healing work here. Possibly working on that self-love. Trying to get rid of those doubts, maybe those self-doubts you have going on, in order to heal, because there is something you feel, you want to be like receptive and open to these things, because there's something here with that moon, something you're feeling drawn towards. All right, so then for on your journey, so far we have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool. Very nice. This is you saying, yeah, like I feel this. I feel this need to keep moving to um, have a new perspective, a new kind of energy going forward here. But you want it to be stable. And it's not even like a stable like stodgy thing. It's kind of like a like even if this wheel turns, right? Like he's just gonna make his steps bigger. If the wheel starts turning faster, he's just gonna keep moving, right? Like this king, he's not gonna let this slow him down. Like he's gonna be part of this, right? And I really like this with this energy of newness and freshness. And I'll get another couple cards here so we can see what else we got since not very many yet. So I can get that to focus in there. Ooh. We also have the King of Air and the Knight of Air. Interesting. Interesting that those air energies came out again. You know, and one in the kingly aspect. You know, and I always think these two are so funny together because I feel like one kind of looks like the party animal and the other one's um like that I'm gonna be the person that's sitting up at the library and who's very, very smart and knows all the things. But he's like, I know how to invest myself in all the things and get all the things that I need. You know, it's kind of this, um, like a little, like I just like the difference in the energies in these. And I feel like when you put them together, they do create kind of like this very driven but playful energy. You know, and we have this Knight of Swords here, which can sometimes be a little bit more about, well, maybe I'm not 100% sure that I know everything, but I know enough that I need to keep going with this. Because you feel this, and you do feel this very strongly here. Right, so right away I want to clarify this Eight of Air. Using the angels to clarify the crows. I like these dark and bright energies together. We have the Queen of Earth. Oh wow, wasn't expecting that. Interesting. So you're feeling this kind of like your thoughts are in this kind of like self-doubt mode over whether or not um maybe like you're right for the job in this kind of situation. Like maybe you're a little bit unsure if you can um be this Queen of Earth, you know, be that thoughtful, creative energy. Maybe there's a little bit of something going on here where um even though you feel these very, very loving energies around you, you're maybe not quite ready to like do anything about it. Because it's not to say that you aren't those things that I was saying. I mean, you could totally, you know, I mean, you have these beautiful energies here of love, of caring, of kindness, of detail, of being open and receptive. Um, you know, so it's not to say that you aren't those things for sure, but I mean, like, the energy here is one of I am those things, but I'm not maybe quite sure if I feel ready to do this. I'm not quite sure if maybe I feel ready to step up into actually taking this on in like a more physical aspect here, you know. And it's not even maybe you're just like not sure of yourself, you know. The kind of example I can think of is like maybe let's say you want to go adopt a puppy or something, you know, not that you should go do that or anything, but like you know, and you're but you know, and you're like you see the puppy, you're like, oh my god, I love it, it's so cute, it's adorable, and I want to do this, but you're like, oh, but I have to like potty train it and make sure it gets to doggy lessons and learns how to treat other dogs well and other children and like and you know, then I have to buy all these things for it and do all these things, and this is like becoming this like giant list kind of a thing here, and also you having to like step up and level up into like another kind of person, you know, even to like, you know, and not then, you know, that's just an example there, but that's that kind of an energy that I'm getting here with this Queen of Earth on the Eight of Air. It's like I know I can do these things and I feel these things and I want to, but oh my god, there's like a lot of work that's got to go into this, and maybe that's just not for me right now. Um, And it could be that you're not even quite seeing that energy right now with the blindfold on him. Maybe it's just like this feeling, or you're kind of just like, oh, not quite sure why you're feeling that way, but I feel like you're gonna figure that out here because it is something that you do see that is really special. And it could just be maybe it's even that you don't even see the situation. Maybe you don't even see the puppy yet or whatever because you're filled with so much self doubt. Maybe you can't quite see where things are headed. But it's putting you into this mode of healing for whatever reason. Like it's kind of like maybe it's just you getting in touch with those feelings. Because we also have this beautiful energy, of the ton of water of like, yes, this is like emotional fulfillment. This is me feeling like this is where I want to feel happiness in this way for the rest of my life. Um, and it might be something that has been very hard worn or like something that you've worked on for a long time here. I'm just noticing like all these like trees and branches and this like bird and like these like little symbols here and there of celebration, of victory, of spring and renewal. But at the same time, like this is something that's been there for a while. Paired with these energies of healing and love and trusting your intuition here. But at the same time, you're like there's doubts about this, about this energy of this time of effort, needing to be put into this situation. And then on your journey, we kind of have you stepping up into this energy of like, all right, man, like I gotta keep going, like this kind of like refreshed energy of like you went and slept for a week or had a vacation or something. Like this energy comes in, this wheel of fortune, whatever this is, and it's like propelling you, it's getting shit moving, and it's like pushing you into this new mode of like stepping up here. And it's not even stepping up into the queen of earth, it's stepping into this king of earth where you're like, damn, like I got this, like what I have is good and like what I've been doing is good. um and I see this full energy here as this like this renewal in what you're doing and how you're feeling about things, especially with these lotus blossoms that are down here in these trees and whatnot. Like I feel like this is you finding your sense of adventure again, and I love that. Especially with this king here who was all like flamboyant and like confident and like, yes, look at all these things that I've done. I planted, like maybe he's planted these little things here and there, and this is you stepping into this new energy of like, yeah, and I'm gonna find out what else is out there now you know And I kind of feel like any of these doubts you were having here, any of these self doubts, you're kind of stepping into this more like Zen attitude about it. This more like maybe being more accepting of those thoughts because the king, he's integrated all of the lessons about the airs, about the air signs, about all of the signs. It's not to say he's more of some than the others. But with these other energies we have going on, I see this as you just accepting the situation. He's not wearing a blindfold, he's wearing a crown. I mean, we do have the Knight of Air, I'm saying that. But I kind of also just feel like this is you saying, yeah, like maybe I have to kind of like rush through some of this a little bit in my head here. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit this or that about things logically, but I know it's this little bird here. And I feel like that's kind of this connection to this more earthy energy, this more solid, planted, um, creative kind of a feeling energy here. I don't feel like he's completely ungrounded with all of this around him, right? I feel like he is connected. I do feel like he is connected to the situation, that he's not just flying off the radar, going doing his thing or whatever they can sometimes be said to do. Um, but I do see these little energies here around him of kind of like a little bit of a warning, maybe, or just kind of that little bit of a hey, don't forget to check in, don't forget to kind of look around you here and there, like, yep, there's other people, there's other energies here, like don't just be so focused on this one thing. And I do feel like that's gonna also help here, and there are, other energies here that are kind of helping move the situation along, getting things moving. And I feel like you know, like you're getting a handle on it. You're kind of like embracing it. You're like, all right, yeah, like I'm getting through this, you know, and you're entering this more calm state, this more zen attitude about things, about how you see things and how you feel about things. Kind of like knowing your thoughts on the matter fully, like being able to understand why you think that way and understanding like this is just who you are, like this is like how you feel about it, you know, and going forward with this new energy. And then I am gonna say just real quick here, because I could kind of see it this way too, like going back to this Eight of Air here with this Queen of Earth energy, like this could also be possibly another situation here. Um, you having doubts about this Queen of Earth, right? Because if you are in the King of Earth energy, right, it could be possible that this is your other person, that this is your mate, that this is your other half here. Possibly, if it's not you, being doubtful of those parts of yourself here, you know, that more feminine aspect versus the more masculine, or, you know, just even that more, like they like say, like nurturing versus like, I don't know. I want to say more like that. I don't know. More masculine, I guess. I like to say confident, but then I'm like, well, women are confident too. So it's not even that. It's just this. Like I almost feel like he's more about like this, more of like being I don't even know honestly, like I'm not even seeing that, like I'm trying to like find a difference here to like even keep going with that, but like I don't like it. But like I was saying, anyway, this could be like you having doubts about this Queen of Earth. If you are in this more of like this King of Earth state of like, yes, like I'm standing in my power, with all the things I've invested in myself, I understand how these things work together, I understand who I am in this bigger picture, I understand what I've worked for and what I've done, and I understand that like I have enough that I can give and share and like be this prosperous, wise soul. Because I do think the king of Earth is usually very wise, you know. And this one, he's definitely having some fun here, but you know, you have to be smart to get that far, especially with this King of Air as well. But like I was saying, like it could just be, you know, you're having doubts about this Queen of Earth that's coming in. If this is another energy that you're having doubts about here, you know, but as you are the King of Earth, like I'm kind of like wondering, you know, it seems like you guys would be pretty well matched here. So maybe this is, if this is you having doubts about this person, I mean, it looks like your feelings are kind of saying you maybe love this person. Like if this is not your energy, if this is someone else's, it looks like you're kind of like, I can see this happening. Like maybe not quite wanting to go say something to this person, but like but you want to, but you're not maybe going to. Maybe you're going to, maybe you're not. I don't know. You know, but it's that energy of like suddenly you have that moment of like I do want to go towards this. Like I do want this new beginning here because I do feel things kind of turning and changing and like my eyes are open to this. Now I see, now I know what I want and how I feel about it. And then you know maybe even embracing this, like saying yes, like okay, I do see you are my other half, right? Like I am this other, you know, I am this energy of like wealth and abundance and happiness, and like I like to build and I like to care for things, and I understand that things are long term, and I want everything to kind of like be on the same page. I want our thoughts to kind of like match up on things. But I need this to be a new beginning. Like I feel this, and maybe I feel less doubt about this. If I can either be this nurturing person or accept that into my life, kind of a thing. But at the end of the day, I know how I feel. And there are these forces coming along saying, yeah, like you have this new beginning. You have this energy of like, go out and do the thing, be balanced, and like, um, well, go forward and prosper. I don't know. But anyway, let me, I like to try to clarify at least two cards. But these are all so nice. Like, I just don't even know what to clarify here. Um, I mean, I kind of just want to see what their energy is. Maybe we'll come back to the clarifying thing, right? But I'm curious. I want to see what their energy is. Energy around you in love. Is energy around Cancer in love? Yeah, and then your first cards are about intuition, which is like the Queen of Cups there, and then the Hawk, the Messenger, which is like the Knight of Air. So like, ooh, you know, like very strong energies of I feel this, like I want to go towards this, I want to maybe say something. Um. Anyway, what is the energy around Cancer in love? That is a lot. Okay, so we'll take the first one. I like how that one came out like girl, you weren't putting me back. You saw me. All right. They have the Magician, the Nine of Fire, and the Nine of Water. Wow. Wow. So they're trying to make shit happen here because they feel this love. They feel this like this is their treasure, right? But it's maybe something that's maybe been a bit burdensome at times as well. Hmm. But like the funny thing is like with this magician energy, I feel like they're making this happen. So even though it's just something that maybe that has been dragging on them a little bit here from time to time, maybe felt a bit like a cycle or something, like this is also their happy place. You know, they're willing to like put in that extra yard or whatever to get shit done with this, they're more about seeing that end product, which is a lot of along those lines of the earth energy, in my opinion. Because it doesn't matter how long. Here, I'll show you these, I guess. How long she is going to stand here, right? She is here to hang on to these stars. And she's going to watch these pixies, and she's going to just, like, this is her doing her. This is what she loves. She loves watching these little pixies fly around, and she will stand there all night. Um, and we also have this energy, with this Nine of Water. Like, look at that big diamond. Like, and I mean, that's like a little bit materialistic here, but the point is supposed to be that this is your treasure, right? This is everything they could have hoped and asked for. And it's something that they are maybe a little bit focused on here. I mean, this is the depth of their emotion. This is like, wow, like I can't even believe this. But at the same time, a little bit with her face, I think she knew all along, right? She was like, this is mine. Um, and I mean, it's not to say that like I think this, I don't know, that this person is like materialistic or anything like that. I don't. I feel like their feelings are just very, very deep. This is like something that is like sparkly to them. Like this is something that maybe kicks off their imagination and like just is like, wow, like I am so lucky. And I feel like with this magician card, like with these eyes here, like maybe their feelings on this from time to time have been maybe seemed a bit much to you. Maybe you're like, no way they feel this way, kind of a thing. But they do. Look at that. Look at his eyes. Like this is a wise person, right? They're very, very, very intense. Especially both of these being nines here. Like they're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep doing this. They're gonna keep waiting, possibly. Whatever this is here. But they're trying to make this happen. They're trying to like keep going here. Like they are manifesting, in these energies of I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing what I have to do because this is my happy place, and this is what is kind of like I don't even know how to say this. I don't know. Like I'm getting very like kind of maybe Scorpio energies with this a little bit, like especially because she's in this cave, right? And she is very like watery, very depthy, but it's also very, very intense. So maybe this person isn't even always saying anything out loud, or maybe not as open talking, but I do feel like they've been there with you, with this Nine of Fire. Like this person possibly, because I feel like this has been maybe something that's been worked on for a very, very long time, and maybe it hasn't felt grounded, but I feel like they are there and they want to maybe get it grounded with that magician card. But it's something that they do have very, a lot of depth for, a lot of intense feelings about for sure here, and they're trying to like get that, and that's kind of like what they're going for as well. Um, I feel like this is energy around you in love. Like if you're dating or something, or if this is your person, what either way, like this person, they want to get things moving. Or, the magician, like they're like, yes, like I feel this, and we've been doing this a while here, I feel like they're on board for this adventure. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. They're like, yes, like I want to keep doing this. I want to keep manifesting this. I want to keep making magic here because this is amazing. You know, um, Maybe even like leveling up the situation, you know? Yeah, it just looks like this is like a very healing situation for you. You're kind of like taking any of those doubts that you're having and just kind of embracing your own truth about them, embracing who you are. Um, you have the Queen of Water, they have the Nine of Water. I mean, there's a lot of emotions here, a lot of intense emotions. And I feel like, with this energy of being so emotionally receptive and trusting your intuition, like I feel like you might know this person. Like I feel like they're definitely on your radar at least. And as you keep going here and you're kind of embracing this new mindset and able to kind of like fully put yourself out there in like a new way, you're becoming like super balanced, getting a hold of those thoughts, kind of just redirecting yourself here. And so like I'm sure you must know about this energy around you, and if you don't, they're gonna come in because like with this magician card, they're like, yes, like I want to build up to this. Like this is like, those like that like moment of like, oh my gosh, like hey, hi, um anyway, so let me get an animal card for the energy around you in love. I don't think I really need to clarify anything else for you. It looks pretty good here. I like this. So you have the puffin with partnership for the energy around you in love. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, like I was saying, this person, they're willing to kind of like step up here and do the thing. And there might have been somebody, like I was saying, that might have been around you for a while. Um, Maybe just that energy possibly was in the background, like, but I kind of feel like this person. I feel like this is more like maybe for like a couple, or like what do I want to say? Like, this energy, right? Like, not necessarily a couple. Like, it's not like necessarily like you have to be with this person, but I feel like they are in your life, or maybe you've been a couple in the past. But it's just like the energies of like, like, hey, like, do you want to work on things? Like, how are you? What are you doing? Like, did you know that you're like super cute and like, you should always be confident and like, it's just like that person. Maybe it even is that Queen of Earth energy a little bit. But anyway, yeah, their spirit animal is kind of trying to tell them that they are beautiful, that they are loved, and that they bring a lot of joy, and that it's okay to be themselves, to be that colorful, fun personality. Like maybe they're kind of more on the adventurous side. Maybe they're more social. Um, so it looks like maybe like they're at this point like where they might want to be reaching out to others right now. Maybe doing things with others, hanging out more, being more social online or whatever. Maybe with those messages, right? Like with your spirit animal being the messenger, maybe this is kind of like you guys coming together here. Um, but their energy is like kind of like more towards being like that lighthearted, like playful type. Um, which is really interesting because they have all these like cards of like being very intense, and very intensely driven. And I feel like they're kind of maybe just stepping into their own power here, like trying to feel confident and also trying to be lighthearted about it, not trying to be super serious, maybe. Or at least that's what their spirit animal is telling them to do. So anyway, like in the forest, for your spirit animal, you had the hawk, all about this fiery, um, passionate love towards something, about wanting to express yourself with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your words, just being expressive. If there's a message that you need to relay, whether to yourself or someone else, they're saying, you have this energy around you saying, yes, like we're going to help you with that. And then the energy around you in love, you have this puffin, coming out of the woods saying, hi, yes, like I'm going to be bold and funny and creative. We're going to like have fun when we do this, right? Like this is going to be intense and awesome, but also it's going to be lighthearted, and we're just going to be accepting of each other and love each other and enjoy this. All right, so anyway, I hope you have a great couple of weeks, and I'll talk to you later.